And after 15 months of conflict, a potential ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is on the horizon. U.S. President Joe Biden and Qatar's Prime Minister announced the deal, aiming to pause violence in Gaza and secure hostages' release. The agreement includes a 6-week ceasefire, Israeli withdrawal from populated areas, and the release of all hostages. However, the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has accused Hamas of attempting to extract last-minute concessions, delaying the deal's approval amid internal political pressure from far-right allies. However, the United States Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, has voiced confidence in the implementation of a ceasefire in Gaza on Sunday. Meanwhile, Biden emphasized bipartisan efforts, but Trump's early claim of credit for the deal has added political tension.
In what was being seen as a significant breakthrough in the 15-month brutal conflict between Israel and Hamas, the two sides had agreed to a ceasefire agreement which promised the release of hostages held by militants in Gaza and hundreds of Palestinian prisoners in Israel. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office has said his cabinet won't meet to approve the Gaza ceasefire deal until Hamas backs down from what it called a last-minute crisis. Without elaborating, Netanyahu's office accuses Hamas of reneging on parts of the agreement in an attempt to extort last-minute concessions. The Israeli cabinet was set to ratify the deal on Thursday. According to residents in Gaza, Israel launched a strike on them within hours of the ceasefire agreement. The ceasefire agreement is based on a framework set by U.S. President Joe Biden in June 2024. Experts say this could be a result of renewed pressure on the two sides to end the conflict before Donald Trump's inauguration as U.S. president. The first phase of the deal is expected to deliver an initial 6-week halt to fighting that is to be accompanied by the opening of negotiations on ending the war altogether. After that, the second and the third phases will be enforced. The problem, however, is that there are no guarantees of an extended ceasefire. Ceasefire agreements in the region have had a complicated history. Temporary agreements have often collapsed over irreconcilable demands. Israel's war cabinet, a fragile coalition, faces internal divisions with far-right leaders opposing concessions to Hamas. Meanwhile, Hamas insists on a full Israeli withdrawal as a condition for releasing remaining hostages. As international mediators continue to push for a resolution, the outcome of the fresh efforts will be keenly watched.